Right. I think we're back. I think we're back. I think we're back. Yeah. I don't know what's happened. Obviously, I think we've got a bit of issue on our internet at the minute, which is a bit shit. So hopefully, we've not lost a lot of people. I'm going to drop that defensive line a smidge and maybe go for a lower block because we did get caught quite a bit. In fact, PSV absolutely battered us last time we played. So what I might do actually is let's go back to our original setup and then copy that. Okay. And this can be our lower line. There we go. We're back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I thought it was because you were winning too many games. Yeah. The games just basically said, no, it's not. Right. There you go. We are back. Hopefully. Let us know if you're here. Refresh. Shout out. We're good. So, we're about to play PSV. We lost 4-0 to them last time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go a little bit more defensive, I think. And let's have Lookman as a AM there, I think, possibly. Instead of go and start lose games, we'll kill the stream. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Miles is there with a plug, just like, no, you don't, Tony. Sorry. You're making it look like you know what you're doing. So potentially, why don't you just stop that? And yeah, no more for you. No more for you. Let's put Jimisti back in as a centre back rather than a libero here because he got caught out a little bit as well. So this match we're going to go back to without a libero in. And then Bertrand Diaz is going to go on the left-hand side. And Muriel is going to go on the right. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking. And of course, we can move Lookman back down here if we need to. We've also got options as well. We can bring someone like Pabega in and maybe be a little bit more defensive if needs be. So, right, let's go with that then. Rossi can't make it. Skamaka's back as well. That's good. So, might have a bit of muscle coming in later on if we need it. So let's go into this reverse fixture then. PSV, they hammered us last time out. Let's hope we can do something a little bit better this time, shall we? All ready for Europa League banger music. How have we got that music boosting through our eardrums? Yes, we have. Yes, we have. I still feel as though it's part like it might as well just be NXT. Okay, so whole match, the song, it's amazing. It's amazing. Oh, do 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 do. Oh, right, here we go then. Lookman, Darun, Scalvini, Kalazinac. I keep getting that wrong. Darun, Coop Miners, back inside Jimisti, Zappa Costa. We did have a little bit of a struggle actually in the first couple of games. I was like, we'll play Zappa Costa on the left, then realised he was right-footed, and he's definitely a right-sider. I was like, oh, I moved him round. It's like, oh, he's good on the right side. Muriel, oh, penalty, no. Zappa Costa. I mean, come on. Surely that should have been a goal. Wilsden Pele, welcome in. Or the Wilsden Den Pele, welcome in. Wilsden Pele. Nice, I got there eventually. Muriel. Oh, shoots into his own player, I think, to be honest. I think there's a goal kick, isn't it? Bit of a shame. Don't know why the Benfica save has always been interesting. Benfica's a great idea, though. The Bella Gutman curse you got there is Giza. Obviously, they haven't won the European Cup, have they? Was it when they lost to Celtic? That was the curse, wasn't it? So we're talking about it from the 60s or something. So yeah, that's a great one. And plus, they've always had great players as well. They've always had brilliant players. Like, you mentioned Benfica. The first thing I think, Oscar Cardozo, like Javier Saviola. So yeah, Benfica's a good one. It was something that we discussed as part of the FM show actually as well. We thought about maybe doing a Coop Miners. We thought about maybe having like a 3-teamed Portuguese challenge. So Benfica, Porto, and possibly like Lisbon Sporting, I should say, sorry. So maybe do that. Just FYI, because some didn't notice, the lines inside the tablet can be moved like last year, up, down, left, right, if you want bigger panels. Yes, I spotted that with this side actually. I adjusted it here to make that a bit nicer, but good spot, Saz, good spot. Saz is just like, he's got us covered, you know what I mean? Like, just wonderful work, wonderful work. So 1-0 up already. Darun gives the free kick. Oh, I mean, hang on. To be fair, Saz, there was moments yesterday where I was genuinely just like, I don't believe what you've done here. And still, I'm looking at this going like, there's bits of this skin that I just think, like, I don't know anyone else who's worked a way to do what you've done. Do you know what I mean? Like, well, they may have thought going, oh yeah, that'd be great to have in, but they've just not got anywhere near it. And yeah, you've made a great skin better, and that's no mean feat, to be honest. If you'd have just brought out, if you'd have just brought out 23 again with like a new font, and even just a bit with the DNA, club DNA, I'd have been like, yeah, you know what, that's pretty good. But you've added so much more that no one else was, that people again weren't even considering. You went, there you go. Marker in the sand, didn't it? Going, this is what skins have to be now. And absolutely, if you're going out, go out with a bang. Most people are happy if they're downloading a skin. 100% are. What a ball that is. Lookman is inside. Pulls it back. Oh, Coop Miners again. Oh, right. Atalanta are here, everyone. Lookman inside, down the channel. Pulls it back. Ruggeri spots Coop Miners in a mile of space. Smashes it in from distance. 2-0, everyone. 2-0. And it's not quite the 4-0 that they gave us, is it? But we can push on. We can push on. New font minor changes. There's an EA Sports game somewhere. Where's Lookman's through? Oh! Here we go. Here we go. What a move this is. Diaz. I thought Lookman was offside here. What's happened? What's actually happened? He's gone for the shot. Oh, I thought it deflected in. He's not. He's just tapped it in the bottom corner. Great finish. Oh, I see you, PSV. I see you. Yeah. Oh, Lookman intercepts. Diaz. Muriel picks it. Can't quite get there. Oh, ball's in. Great save. Should point out, by the way, this is us with a low line of engagement. So, penalty. Damn it. Absolute penalty. There's no way that's getting turned down, isn't it? Right, come on. Come on, Karneski. Oh, he saves it. All Big Hands is back. What a save. Right, you know what? Let's go. Let's push them back into the more offensive position now, formation. Now they're starting to come back into the game a little bit. Jamisti, Coop Miners, Scalvini. Oh, the old layers are coming out. Coop Miners gives the ball away. Positional play. I mean, look at how our players are moving to show for the ball and close down. Oh, Diaz intercepts. Oh, nice effort. Evening, Arsenal. How are you, pal? Have we turned things around at Atalanta? Oh, mate, seriously, we are having a great time. So at the minute, like seriously, it is a lot of fun. I don't know how we've done it. I don't know whether we're going to be able to do it again or not. But Tony is OP. It's weird, isn't it? It's weird because we're not shit, and I'm really confused. I'm really confused by it. I don't get it. Like, I'm hearing talk of that people are struggling with this game, and I think we're having a nice time. And we're only like 3 points off the top of Serie A. And we're now turning it round in Europe. We were 4-0 down. We lost 4-0 to PSV, and I mean we're still top of the group, but now we've handed them a 3-0. Oh, I'm happy to peak in the beta, the Arsenal. I am happy to peak now, because usually I have my sacking usually happens in the beta, and we didn't have a sacking in FM23. So I'm wondering whether FM23 from 24 is the save where we get sacked a lot, because I start messing around with stuff, and I think that would be quite fun. Like, I'm not saying I've missed being sacked, but it's felt different not having to be sat in the boardroom constantly being like, yeah, I know things are a bit rubbish right now, but they will get better, honestly. Like, you know, Miles is listening. I think he is. The media is wondering if this is the same manager guy who used to manage Sunderland. We can't have 2 years where you don't get sacked. I know. Oh, yeah, the beta for FM23 was really difficult. The supporter confidence was dialed up, so that had a massive effect on people's sackings in the beta. And obviously, it started with Chaos Ball, so you can't play Chaos Ball at Arsenal. But when we went to Banbridge, Chaos Ball made sense. I feel very much like, you know, when so in the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, when they do the Nightman episode and they write the Nightman for the first time, and they're in the music shop and Charlie Kelly is playing keyboards, and Mac and Dennis come up to him and they're like, what's going on? He's like, I don't know, the keyboards just sort of make sense to me. Like, I feel a little bit like that at the minute, just like, yeah, this sort of makes sense to me. Where everyone else is going like, this don't make any sense at all. That's where I feel we are. I think we're confident of pushing on. Absolutely. People are adjusting to the beta slowly. They should. I mean, having said that, we've had a couple of people come into the chat, dick swinging, being like, "Oh, I'm unbeaten in 46 games." And I'm like, "Yeah, good, well done." That's like, whatever tactic you've downloaded, good. Now try and do it again. Yeah. Just occurred to me that, as Luffy says, I'm more invested in FM stream than in any modern football. And that's what it's all about, innit? That's what it's all about. If it makes sense to you, maybe you should do a podcast. I should, Zar. In fact, I have here the FM show. Thank you for helping on the links there. Yeah, we brought an episode out on Sunday morning. We've got another episode coming out on Wednesday. So I've not won in 46 games. I haven't either. Oh, again, I didn't even read that question. I need to pay a bit more attention, don't I? But yeah, I can't wait for Build a Nation. I want to get into it. But then part of me is really enjoying Atalanta. You shouldn't get involved in a beta save, should you? Yeah, obviously patrons get early access tomorrow for this week's episode. It won't be 8 o'clock though, I'm afraid. It'll be slightly later, but it will still be tomorrow. I'd imagine before lunchtime. I would imagine. Just slightly delayed with recording a second episode in a week. JLA had my worst bottle in the beta last year where I blew a huge lead to lose the league title in my last season of the save. We've all been there. Well, I was going to say we haven't been there. I was never at the top. So, but bless you. You'll get it back. You know you will. Let's go back to the original setup. Two-legged final in Colombia. Oh, Colombia, man. They just make things difficult for no reason, don't they? They know what they're doing as well. They know. Don't worry, not as big a bottle job as Newcastle. Yeah. Okay, here we go then. So, Atalanta versus Salernitana. Don't mention Newcastle. The Newcastle fans get angry, don't they? What are you saying about my club? Let's go. I just realised I've just agreed to go positive. Oh no, I haven't. No, I've gone balanced. Phew, thank God for that. I thought I was going to start on the front foot. I was like, oh God. I know I'm at home, but at least build up to it. Prepare myself for pain and suffering when the main game comes out. Doing a youth academy challenge always makes you appreciate what you have. Yeah, absolutely. Who is your youth academy challenge with then, JLA? Who's it going to be? Because I've looked at things like youth only challenges and think, okay, that's interesting, but I don't know if it's I'm sure we could make it exciting on stream. But I need to get my head into a few more of those, I think. Diaz with a header over the top, don't have the patience for youth only. I think that's also part of it, Zeke. But then again, I'm doing something like a Build a Nation. It's not exactly a quick save either, is it? But you then need to really get some good prospects through, don't you? Last year it was Motor Lublin in Poland. This year it's either Real Gian or Salamanca in Spain. Okay. Poland's a good shout though, because there's some good talent in Poland. Year after year, miserable youth intakes we get old really quickly. Northern Ireland tends to be, doesn't it? I think that's the thing. I think you've really got to go Eastern Europe, haven't you? And hold out for those like Croatian or Slovenian or Serbian wonder kids, and be like, right, that should be it. Or you pick like a top nation like an Italy or a Germany or something. Do it that way. Brazil. Lily Brewster's doing Brazil low division save or left field Icelandic. I mean, Brazil, I don't have the heart for Brazil. Great tackle. I would love to be in the position where I can be like, yeah, let's do it. But then I know that, 70 odd league games in Brazilian second division plus regional cups, it's not one for me. Koopmeijer's getting his foot in there as well. Look at that, leaving imprints on players. Chasing. Head away. Oh, they've taken the lead. Oh dear. I mean, fair play, and then they have managed to do well. That's their first. No, I was going to say that's their first shot. No, it's not. It's their 8th shot. We've not even had a shot yet. They've battered us in this first half. Candreva with the free kick. Oh, we need to do something different in the second half. We need to do something different. We've had all the ball, but they've had all the shots. We've been terrible so far. Coop Miners is nervous. Let's get Coop Miners off then. Put Edison in. Let him have a go. Muriel's nervous as well. Maybe Big Skamaka? She missed his knackered, so let's put Taloy in. So three changes at half time. That's when you know that things aren't great, right? Zappa Costa. Scalvini. Darun. Skamaka Rigeri just touches just a little bit too heavy, sadly. Actually, Rigeri's possibly have to come off. Let's do that. About to get BMR back into business. We've dropped into the Portuguese 4th division. The 30,000 seater stadium. Oh, yeah. Bit of that. Skamaka with the ball in. We wanted him at the end, actually. He needs to be on the end of that, not crossing the ball in. Lookman. Taloy. Oh. What's Taloy doing? That's right. A little bit more. Go a bit higher. A bit more expressive. Pass into space. Go a bit wider. See if we can stretch the play a bit more. Have we got a goal in us? Or have we wasted all of our goals in the last couple of matches? Skamaka's free kick. Oh, nice little cheeky one. Diaz. Yes! Darun with a goal. Sandstorm from Darun. I mean, there's absolute chaos there. Just smart free kick, though. Oh, Scalvini's missed it. What? Oh, no. What's happened there? Scalvini's just chests it down for him, and the keeper just stands and watches it. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Instant reply. Nearly a third. That's a corner. They're going short, are they? Oh, what's Diaz doing? Nodding the ball out of play. That's not going to help, is it? Let's get El Shawari on. See if that's going to help. Ian and Chicken, how are you, buddy? It's almost worth queuing up Sandstorm and above when Darun scores. Yeah. Muriel came off, didn't he? What's the thing? What's the skin? Skin is the SAS 24 skin. So you want to be getting yourself up on that. Let's press more as well. So yeah, if you do the command for skin, then you can see the skin. Oh. It is. It's an absolute beauty, isn't it? Absolute beauty. We used SAS in 23 towards the back end of the 23 cycle, and then this is the new one, and it's oh, Taloy. It's a thing of beauty. It is a thing of beauty. Skamaka at the side netting. I don't think we're going to get it. I can't see us getting this goal now. Lookman gives the ball away. Scalvini. Ball's inside. Oh, hang on. Diaz is through. Oh, straight at the keeper. Come on. Scalvini over the top. Diaz is away. Oh, he's offside. 6 minutes. 6 minutes to go. Can we get something back? Good challenge by Darun. Gregor might welcome in. Appreciate you following in. You're going to say Gregor might too. Someone's locked their account, haven't they? Oh. How did we lose that? That's frustrating, isn't it? It's one authentication issues. I used 2 for ages. See, we've all been there. I mean, we're still only 2 points behind Roma. I know they've got a game in hand now, but that's a big defeat, isn't it? Damn it. Salernitana. Or where? Where are they in the league? 11th. Okay, fair enough. It's fine. Like, we shouldn't be. We know that we shouldn't be winning every single game. That's fine. We know that. We obviously like to, we do like to learn from games. We're not sitting here going, oh, game's completely broken, see, because we're going unbeaten. We're not going unbeaten. You shouldn't go unbeaten. But it's interesting to sort of like come back down to earth and be like, all right, cool, yeah, right, we lost that game. Right, why did we lose that game? Well, I don't know. I don't know how we lost that game. it was a crazy moment from our centre-back. But yeah, it was just one of those moments where something weird happens and then away we go. This song is so 80s. Got my 80s vibes playlist on. Zar. Pabega wants to go out on loan. Oh, right, okay. First game since I came in, that happens. I'm going to have to go and watch RDF. It's fair. It's fair, the Arsenal. Like, I feel like I've disappointed everybody, really. I feel like nobody can sit and take this in seriously now and be like, really? This guy's lost a match? Come on. Like, can't listen to you with your podcast telling me how to play the game if you can't even win every single match. And you'd be right. I shouldn't have a podcast like that. But thankfully, I do, right? And it's available just here. Alien Nomadic Striker, how are you, pal? Welcome in. Nice to see you. We also have an FM show Discord as well, which is just there. And we have our own one, right here. We happy to see Brereton score internationally? Yes, we are. Igor Tudor, oh, what a proper old school champ man legend he was. RDF's on his 12th save already. I imagine so. Next week's episode is going to be a long podcast. Cam Ashworth, loving FM24 that much. I'm already getting concerned about the changes in FM25. Yeah, could you imagine? Like, I'm going to be really angry if this transpires that I don't know what I'm doing. In FM25, we're like, I'm not sure about this. Podcast about winning stuff, says Luffy. That's not the British way. True. It's the being a good sport podcast where we give it our best, and if it's not good enough, then hey, it's not good enough. But at least we tried. We're away to Salento in the in Serie A, which of course is Lecce. So hopefully we can get ourselves another victory here. I'm going to bring Brereton off and put Scamacca in. Switch them two around. I think that Pabega can come in for Sandstorm. And maybe Ruggieri can be swapped for El Shariri because we want to be a little bit more attacking, I think. We should possibly also look at bringing CDK back in as well. Nice participation podcast is where it's at. Yeah. So at the end of the save, I think we all learned something. That's where we have to go. Tony gets the most improved trophy. Thank you. Thank you very much. I don't know about most improved, but maybe it's tries best. Or Tony gets an award because he's been there the most. Yeah. Vivaldo Semedo. Is he actually meant to be decent in real life, is he? 15 for jumping reach. He's only 18. Finishing a 14, 6'4". 7 goals in 10 games for Ferreira, the Rocher team. I mean, is he meant to be decent? I've never heard of him, but £4 million. Interesting. And that's probably all of our transfer budget, sadly. We don't got much money around here. Right, more injury players. Adopo wants to find a loan move. Okay, fine. Offer set transfer status as loan status available for loan. Yeah. Offer via transfer room. Pabega wants to play. Go out on loan. Was that being promised a loan to get first team football as soon as possible? Okay. Well, we'll try him out first of all. We'll see if he actually wants to play first team football first. If he doesn't, then we'll ship him out. I like the fact that they're complaining that Petter Hauger's not been playing, but he's been injured for quite a long time. So now he's back. He actually can play. And can actually come on as a substitute, which might be helpful. So 2 days to go and then we get to play Lecce. So as I've said, I'm quite enjoying this transition into FM24. To be honest, I've not even gotten into the whole thing about set piece creator and stuff, which we'll have to sit and do a proper stream on about learning all that and like getting some training schedules put together, and then of course we've got to try and work out all these bits and pieces with like how we build a nation, like how are we going to structure it, what way are we going to do it. We've got all that to look forward to as the game progresses. So this is the exciting bit. This is the exciting bit now, like just trying stuff out. I guess we'll have to think of a setup for Larissa as well, and go, right, what's the formation we're going to go with? Because again, without having a look at them already, we won't know. And there's also part of me being like, well, I don't want to know just yet. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like we need to slowly ease our way into it. We sort of need to see everything first time, I think. So, here we go. Andrea Colombo. I mean, I'm not going to say that's the most obvious referee's name, but it's the most obvious name in it. Big high five with the opposition manager there. Here we go. Then. Atalanta versus Lecce. Jamisti, Coop Miners. Back to Scalvini. Sadly, Jamisti just getting in the way there because he's playing as libero, obviously. Coop Miners. Good ball. Oh, picked out. Ghost Walker got a 5-star striker in my first youth intake at Bologna. It took him 6 months to play. That took like 6 months of playing FM. Nice. 5-star striker is very, very good. And does he look like a 5-star striker as well, Ghost Walker? Or is it just like the whole thing of, well, he's 5 stars compared to everyone else in the team? Or are you... and also, is that going to make you consider keeping this game going on once the full save comes out? We all want a stream with no continues on November the 7th with Larissa going through the squad and the trusty notepad. That feels like what we need, isn't it, being a child? Like a trifle, a notepad, and literally not doing anything. just like, yeah, day one in the job. Like ringing HR, getting like passwords for like, make sure my internet accounts are up and running. Logins for the social media. Pabega, Jamisti. Favourite stream snack of 23 season. I mean, well, that was a trifle. The trifle was the favourite stream snack, wasn't it? What's going to make it into the FM24 stream snack? That's the thing. What's going to be... What is it we need? What happens if you see Larissa for the first time and think 4-2-3-1 gegenpress? Oh, God. Could you imagine? Like... Because it might be that. You might look at it and be like, yeah, you know what, that might be the right way of doing it, but I would feel sad. Also, we channeling the FM24. Kulo needs a rest. He does. He worked hard. Oh no. I just pushed up the positive and it's like, oh shit. Morrison's have something called a strawberry waffle bowl. A strawberry waffle bowl, okay. That's poor defending, look at that. Really poor. They got Jan and Via. Nice. It's too hot in Greece, no gegenpress. Fair. Kudos like Tom Clancy does a lot of work considering he's dead. Press a bit more, I think. Be expressive, pass into space. Speed the game up a bit as well. It's a silly goal to concede, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? I think we might need like channel points for like learn a Greek word or something. You know? Duncan FIFA, welcome in. Appreciate you. Skamaka. Coop Miners, how's that not gone in? Oh. So we maybe need to get like a Greek Duolingo on the go. I know we tried it with with Norwegian with odds. So let's try that. Scalvini's taking a knock. Shamisti, Coop Miners. Muriel turns. Go Muriel, you need to score that. Don't you? Isn't bigger the Greek word for early access? It is. It's nomadic striker, absolutely. Hence why we're doing a Greek save. Oh, come on, Coop Miners, do better than that. If Smasher Play isn't a channel reward option, I won't be happy. I mean, thing is though, is it? Is it a is it offensive? I think is the first thing I need to work out. Is it, you know, Ultimate Journeyman challenges when you switch the game language? Yeah, that could be tough. That could be tough. Or is it celebrating their culture? That see, that's the thing. Yeah, you're right. Which is it? We don't know. Which is it? I need someone who's more learned to tell me. What I mean is, I need someone Greek to tell me. Hauga, Koopmeiners. Hauga. Inside. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? "15 minutes to avoid a second straight defeat." But it won't dampen our spirits, though. I'm telling you that for nothing right now. Lookman, Edison, Lookman cuts the byline, pulls it back. Koopmeiners with a header. Notice a lot of offsides in your save. I haven't seen that a lot on ours, Barton, to be honest. In fact, I can't even really tell you many offsides we've had. Sansone deflected up and over the bar. Hit the woodwork on the opposition side. See, again, I'm not noticing much hitting the woodwork. I mean, Aaron would be absolutely noticing it, but I've not noticed a great deal from our side. Watching all mine on extended, maybe that's why. Maybe that's the thing, yeah. Greg, I hope the next few years we start seeing more stadium upgrades. Well, I mean, when they move to Unity, I'd imagine that's exactly what they'll be doing. Night, Lulu Booster. Nice to see you. Hopefully see you soon. Pleasure having you in as always. CDK. Other than the crossbar combo, yes, that's right. Yeah, the crossbar combo was definitely something that we saw. But I've never seen that before, is it? We've never seen that. CDK to the rescue. What a finish. What a finish. 91st minute. Get ourselves a point against a team I think are sat bottom. Well, we say get ourselves a point. There's a highlight straight after it, and it's Lecce on the ball. So unless we're going to intercept it and turn over the possession, I can't help but be worried. Shit! Oh, no. The Arsenal in was 7 months on the resub, but that's a hell of a finish. I said, though, didn't I? I did say, like, he's just, oof. 4 minutes to go there is, but I don't think we're not going to see another highlight, are we? Unbelievable. I thought we'd just about done enough to get a point. Wow. Oof. 2 massive defeats. That's come out of nowhere as well. This feels a bit more like where we're supposed to be. If anything, it's like, right, I've tweaked something overnight because that seems fair. We did play a relatively, well, not a weakened side, but we had a couple of players that were, we had Pabega in instead of Daroon. Jamisti's playing. We had El Shawari in instead of, where is he? What's he called? Rigeri. So maybe put Lookman out wide. Keep CDK there. I know they're bottom. I know. It's one of those where it's like, Yeah. That's fine, though. That's fine. Like, there's going to be moments. I mean, look, there's going to be moments when these sorts of things happen. But we've gone from only losing to Juventus and Inter to Salernitana and Lecce having won 3 on the bounce. So, it will happen. It will happen. Lubos, welcome in. Love the podcast. Have you decided how you'll start your main career? I have, yeah. I mean, well, what? Actually, sorry. First of all, let me clarify. What do you mean by how am I going to start? Because what we're going to do is what we will do is we'll get a pen and paper, and we will sit for hours, and then we'll hit continue. So the first save, so the actual save we're doing is going to be, again, it's going to be another full year save. We did British Steel last year, which took us for the full 12 months, and we're going to do Build a Nation Greece this year. So on the 7th of November, because obviously the 6th of November is FM Show Live. When we come in on the 7th of November, we'll load the stream up, and we're going to sit and start with Larissa in Greece. So second division of Greece football, and it's going to be great. It's going to be lovely. I was tempted to start it in the afternoon and stream it in the afternoon, and then do like sort of 2 streams of the day. But I was like, you know what? I can't, because my audience of the evening, right? And it's unfair for me to start the save with a load of people who, like you lot have been with us forever. Like, some people have been in this stream for, we're coming up with 3 years in March. Like, we've got people in here who've been here from day one. So I don't think there's any way that I could say to them, going, yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to start a massive save, and we're going to do it when you can't see it. That's not fair. That's not fair. Plus, of course, as Rougeau says, yeah, Moz will be travelling home. I'll still be travelling home as well, possibly. Well, no, I'll obviously be home if I'm going to stream, clearly. But yeah, it's it was one of those where I was like, right, we're not going to do that. We'll wait. We'll do it in the evening, and it'll be good. It'll be good. So that's where we are, and I am very excited for the save. Very excited. And I want to have a look at Larissa as a team, but I also don't, because I want it to be completely brand new. And I don't want to have seen anything. So, yeah. It's going to be good. It's going to be very, very good. Who else has got a cool save idea, by the way, this year? Who's found something that they're like, yeah, that's the one. That's the one for me. JLA, I can't talk. I lost to the team who are bottom, and I'm the only team to have lost to them in 22 games. It's football, though, isn't it? That's the thing. It's football. That's how it happens. Teams who are at the bottom, they have a way of raising their game in certain moments. So, guess you don't have Lauren Ribera and Roberto Solano at Larissa anymore. I don't think so, Martin. I think they've left. But of course, they used to be there. And they used to have Tim Sparv. And they used to have Stelios. And they used to have Jeremy. And they used to have Helder. So, loads of players that they used to have. Mbo Mpenza. Ibrahima Bakayoko as well. Is quite a... So, they've had quite an alumni, to be honest. So I definitely think they're the team for us. AI is sending up the keeper a lot more in the for corners. I've noticed that, actually, and I like it. I like it a lot. Greg, I found the youth challenge on the SI forums where you sim a season and take a promoted team. Sounds fun. So that's a little bit like the Diffuse challenge, isn't it, or Diffuse, which Llama's starting. Which, of course, you sim up, then you take the lowest team possible. But if you're then going to do it with youth as well, then, yeah, it's hardcore. Lou Boz, I did unemployed. FM23, no badges. I always do that. Great period of Dinamo Bucharest. Lovely. Ended up taking my young left back with me as Zappacosta through. I ended up taking my young left back to Norwich years later, ended up in the Premier League. That's what FM's all about. That's the saves. That's the stories, innit? You know? Nomadic striker conflicted on my main save. Contemplating a pentagon, but not sure yet. Get the pentagons done. Get the pentagons. Rooney, I wish the biggest hit of dopamine I had in a while in FM. Weird set piece design that ended up with us winning. Getting out XG by Newcastle and still won. Get in. Oh, here's Lookman. Oh, that's not our set piece, but let's learn how to do this. Yeah, this is the SAS 24 skin. We get lucky. What a ball that is for Lookman. Yes. Straight in the bottom corner. 2-0. And Sangalana, pretty decent, aren't they? You know? So he's Lookman away again. Charging through Skamaka. Zappacosta. A PC. Lou. Yeah, quite a hefty one as well, to be honest. CDK goes bursting through, makes it 3. There we go. JLA had fun last year, started unemployed, ended up getting employed by Brackley Town. I think we were at Brackley on FM 22, I believe. Went to Forest Green, Standard Liège, took one of my staff members and always accepted because he enjoyed our relationship. There we go. I've got a high-powered laptop, which is great because I work away a lot. Yeah, and you know what? That's what you need, innit? As long as you can keep accessing what you need, you're golden. But yeah, like obviously with streaming, I really don't play the game outside of streaming now. I used to play it loads as you know. I used to do a lot of FM. Obviously the documentary, the stand-up show and stuff's all been happening. My big save on FM 23 was Blythe Spartans. You managed them as well. I did, George. Yeah, that was my team in the Football Manager Room My Life show. Was Blythe Spartans. So, and you know what? A lot of people, I still get people going like, oh, will you do Spartans again? And I just can't. I can't really, because that save was what it was, and I don't think whatever I do now will match that save. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, even if I stay employed for 50 years, it's not going to be the same as what it was with the first time round. Like the story's just not going to feel the same. The Champions League wins not going to feel the same. Like, it'll be great on stream. It'll be great to see people react to it and live through it as well. But I feel like we've done it. We've already done it, so I can't really go back to it. But the club were great with it. Like they loved the sort of the publicity with it and that. And like we had some, like, it was really bizarre. So I think I've mentioned this on stream before, but I got tickets for when they played Birmingham City in the FA Cup. The club were like, sort of like, are you coming? I was like, yeah, I can come up and have a watch. And I turned up there and had a nice time. Just sort of stood behind the goal and stuff. And there was one of the guys who, like, sort of clearly like older fella. He goes to me, he goes, how's your show going? I was like, oh, he goes, you're the comedian, aren't you? I was like, yeah. He says, all right. He goes, when the film came out, he says, we had, after you talking about Spartans, because it was a film, they were getting like requests for shirts from like South Korea and Brazil and things like that. And it was like, that's pretty cool. I like that. That's really good. Like when the club have managed to get a little bit of profile because they've been in a film, they've got that extra bit of exposure. I was like, oh, that's class. That's really class. And yeah, I felt pretty good for that. I was like, yeah, that's awesome. I actually had I I'm sure, I don't think I've told this for a while, but we did a show in Colchester. Now, I've never been to Colchester before, right? Uh, down, and I think it's like sort of near Essex, and it was one of the first tour shows we did, and it was this lovely venue. Turned up, and I did all the show, and it was awesome. And then at the end of the show, there's like this old boy comes, and he must be, and I'm not being offensive to him, he must be late 60s, early 70s, okay? And he's got a carrier bag with him. And at the end of the show, he goes, "Oh, like, I'm having a drink and that." And he says, "Oh, I've got this bag, and I've got this gift for you." I was like, "What do you mean? We've got a gift?" And he goes, "No." He says, "Like, look," he says, "I don't know about Football Manager." He goes, "I haven't got a clue." He says, "But I saw on the post that you've got a Blythe Spartans scarf, and I'm from Blythe, and basically Blythe Spartans in the 70s had a bit of a cup run, in the 70s, and they beat Wrexham, and it was quite a big moment for the club." So he says, like, "I presume you've now got a bit of a soft spot for the club. So here's the programs and the newspaper from that cup run and those games." And I'm just like, "What?" And he's like, yeah. He says, like, "They were in my office." He says, "But like," and I was just going to shut them out, but I figured that this is the sort of thing that you might quite like. So I've got it kept. And honestly, I was so taken back with it that, because I didn't think, because no one had ever done that before. I'd never toured before. And I didn't know that there was going to be like people turning up with bits and pieces like that. And I was like, this is fucking weird, right? Because there's just so many cool things that have come off the back of telling these stories and meeting these people. And when he did that, I was genuine. I was like, shit, like, okay, this is nuts. Really, really nuts. Like, so lovely. So lovely. And but yeah, it was just like, yeah, I figured that you might want them and you might appreciate them. I was just like, yeah. Yeah, I really do. And it was it was very, very kind. Very kind. Terry, he was called. He was called Terry. It was awesome. And that's when you know that like someone's like sort of touched people, and you're just like, yeah, all right, that's cool. That's as he says, he hasn't got a clue what Football Manager is. He's like everything you said on stage, I don't know. There were some bits I found funny. There were some bits I didn't understand, but I got the bit about Blythe, and I got the fact that you bought into the whole thing. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, that was good. I was like, yeah, that's cool. That is cool. Oh, that's nice. There's now a little. That wasn't there before, was it? First choice in another position as well. That wasn't here last year either, was it? Was this here? Is all your comedy by FM? No, not at all. Just just that really, just that show. The rest of my stand-up's fairly observational, I suppose. Really, just chatting about stuff, things that we see in life and relatable things. Do you like Kill Tony? Who's Kill Tony? Well, what's Kill Tony? This bit is new, isn't it? Yeah. That's good. I like that. So you can just add people in there. Excellent. Nice. It's great. Where can I find the tour dates? Well, we haven't got the tour dates yet, Rooney, but you know what? I would love to do. Well, we spoke about it. We have spoke about it. And thinking that there is... I mean, it's 10 years, that's the thing. It's 10 years since we did the show. So, can't help but think that maybe there is something, do you know what I mean, that we can sort of come back to and be like, right, Do we go for it again? Kill Tony's Denise's latest scheme. Yeah, is that? To be honest, there's only little bits and bobs on YouTube, but I don't really put a lot of stand-up on there because, as most stand-ups, well, I'm incredibly self-conscious of anything that I do. It's taken me a lot to get to this stage now where I'm like comfortable doing streaming and like even putting YouTube videos up. I still have like the fear of whenever I put a YouTube Football Manager video up, because I'm like, oh god, comedians are going to think I'm a bit of a loser and that I'm doing this sort of stuff, and oh god, then like all the FM people are going to think that my video is shit. So I still got all that. So I don't like. There's a lot of stuff on there now, so I'm in a stage where sometimes I'll just throw a load of stuff at the internet and just go like, there you go, it's all there, bye. So yeah, there is a little bit of that. FM show is well put together. Thank you, Lou. It was a tough one to do because I didn't know, and this is interesting because I didn't realize how much comedy people had been to the shows had seen, and so when we first started it was a stand-up show that had some Football Manager in it. And I kept the stand-up in there because I was like, right, it's got to be funny. And then like they were like, oh yeah, it's fine. Like, so when we were trying to work the show out, doing these like work in progress shows, and then eventually we sort of like started to realize that they want more FM stuff, and it's like, right, so I can't really practice the FM stuff in a normal comedy club because normal comedy club audiences don't want to hear about Taunton Zola Makoku. So I had the Blythe Spartans bit worked in a comedy club environment on a Saturday night, stags and hens, office parties. I could get away with that material, but I couldn't talk about the rest of it. So I literally had to try and work it out during these preview shows. How have we missed that? How has Backer missed that one? So when we got to Edinburgh and we did it, it was like, right, let's see how we got the show, because obviously it's got like the keynote stuff as well. If it wasn't right, we then had to redo all the technical stuff overnight. Thankfully, it felt like it worked fine in that environment. And of course, then we went on tour with it. We had to tweak bits and pieces, add more bits and pieces in, which meant that, right, okay, now I'm understanding what people are wanting. And it became more of an FM show than a stand-up show about FM, if that makes sense. And yeah, so the idea of possibly doing a 10-year anniversary, testimonial, I suppose technically, is off the bar is a possibility. To be honest, watching TV with my girlfriend the other day, a trailer for the new Denise Van Outen show came on. Instinctively, I said, "Poor Coolio," I had to explain the whole thing. And that makes no sense, does it? That makes no sense. Really, if you're trying to explain that. Who's my favourite comedian? Well, the GOAT. The GOAT is Billy Connolly, obviously. He's the best one. In terms of modern comics, Rod Gilbert, Kevin Bridges, Sarah Millican's amazing. Catherine Ryan's fantastic. Ross Noble. Can't believe it's been 10 years since I watched you in that show. Mate, time has changed a lot, hasn't it? Skamaka, how have you put that over there? Rod Gilbert's superb. Isn't he just, though? Isn't he just? Daniel Kitson's amazing. Well, if you've not seen Daniel Kitson, you need to see him. Get him off, ref. Get him off. Get him gone. He's gone. He's Polak CDK. Coop Miners into the side netting. But then the thing is, you look at like loads of people as well who are just touring now. Like they're amazing. The quality of the stand-up circuit at the minute is brilliant. Lou Boss off to bed. Love the podcast. Keep the good work. No, appreciate it, Lou Boss. Thank you very much for coming in. Appreciate the support, and hopefully we'll see you soon. We stream Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. So Although not this Friday, because actually I've got a gig this Friday, so it's going to have to be a different day. There we go, Skamaka. Back on Wednesday. Appreciate you, Lou Boss. Thank you very much for that. I'd like to say I appreciate the follow as well. George, I really enjoyed the Shane Gillis special. Shane Gillis. Yeah, he's great. Gillis is very, very good. It's just like, there's literally just so many great new comics coming out. Everyone's getting better and better and better. Shane Todd as well, an Irish comic, is so good. I worked with him in, watched him in Kill Tony. I got you. This guy called Shane Todd, he's an Irish comic, who I gigged with like in a venue above a pub. It's a belting gig above a pub, man. I must admit, I can't say, oh, it's a gig above a pub, and you'd be like, oh, really? I'm like, no, it's an absolute belter. And he was just superb. It was me, Shane Todd, Four Arms and Hog, and I was like, this is ridiculous. Acaster's good. Acaster's very, very good. One of my favourites would be Sean Locke. Oh, 100%. Sean is like, just goat to you. No penalty. Well, I never. Yeah, Four Arms and Hog are just so good, and you know what? They're like just lovely lads as well, like really good boys. But you realise that there's people where you're like Romesh. I was starting out with Romesh, and like Joel Dommett is a mate as well. Ramsey's a mate who like we started out with. It's all really bizarre. Like Ed Gamble, Muriel, Josh Widdicombe. Like these were comics that were always good. That were always good from day one. Like you knew they were going to be the top people. Angela Barnes, like people like that. You just like Fern Brady. Like you just knew that they were good. You know. Brennan Reese, Adam Rowe, Dan Nightingale, of course. Troy Hawke. Right, we've swung this one around. 2-1 now. I know we're up against 10 men, but hey, what's your opinion on social media? Is it good for comedians? Yes and no. It can be. Like, I think, like, so I hate social media. If I'm being honest with you, I hate it. I hate having a Facebook account. I don't want one. But I had to have one because a lot of gigs get advertised on Facebook. Gone are the days of emailing promoters, which is what you used to do, or ringing a promoter. It was like, oh yeah, well, like last minute stuff particularly all gets booked via Facebook, so that was a bit crap, so I can't get rid of that. Twitter, I do okay on Twitter because of the Football Manager show, really. That sort of built me up an audience, and it was fine back in the day. You could build an audience via Twitter. Instagram, I don't understand. But I feel as though it's an untapped market for FM. I think that there's not many people doing a lot of stuff on there. McKinn's puts a lot of stuff on Instagram. And it's very good. And Omega Luke as well. And I probably should put more things up there. But I'm going to be honest with you guys at the minute, right? So I have 3 separate personas, I think. Is probably the best way to describe it. I'll explain what that means. So, for example, Facebook is obviously Tony, right? It's like my home life, really. Like, we don't put much on it, but that's like sort of people that I know are on Facebook, and then and a whole bunch of comedians that I know are connections on Facebook. We've got a Facebook page, I guess. Which again I need to do a lot more on. Scouse Comic is Paul Smith, who's all over Facebook. He's brilliant as well. And again, just like a top lad, done managed to make himself huge just off Facebook, in off the corner flag. So things that so when I put anything on there, I'm like, oh god, like real people know, like real people know what I'm up to. Like people who I know what I'm up to. Like people who can tangibly come and be like, Tony, that looks shit. Right? You know, like, okay, like so you're doing X, Y, and Z now. Yeah, God, yeah. Instagram is kind of so Twitter is my comedians space, essentially, or at least it was. It's now my content creator space. And again, getting my head around that to be like, right, I'm not tweeting as a comedian so much anymore. I'm now tweeting as a content creator, but then now having to pull it back to be a comedian. And then Instagram is kind of this like weird mishmash of me being a weightlifter, and I don't know what else really. It was basically just me doing CrossFit, and I sort of feel like maybe that's the space that I should just add some content in there, videos and stuff in there, because there's no like it's small enough. There's a small enough audience there that I can create something and just go, right, now that's going to be FM content. A bit like TikTok. Like I made TikTok and I was like, right, that's only FM content because I don't follow anyone else on there, and I'm like, there's nobody else I know on it other than creators, and I'm not sort of going to be going out and doing bits and bobs like that. So that's very much a TikTok thing. Could add little clips from the stream on the podcast. Well, that's exactly what I need to do, Zeke. That's exactly what I need to do, really. And it's the same with the Facebook as well, where I need to be just adding those bits and pieces in and taking the clips from the stream and then like putting bits and bobs in, and like I think because I stream relatively late at night, by the time I'm finished, get the raid done, get everything logged down, get the thing exported across to the live channel and stuff. When it comes to like editing extra bits and pieces, I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't got time to do that right now. I need to go to bed. And then the next day rolls down, and then I forget to do that bit. So I do need that process, I think, of getting things where I can get shareable content out. And now I've got to think like a content creator. And as a comedian, so let's swing this back round. As a comedian, we were always we were always like of the opinion of don't put your stuff online, because once it's online, it's burnt and people have seen it and they're not going to come and see you again. And you're going to have to keep writing new stuff, which is true. But it's also a really, really great way of generating an audience. So, it's what you need to do. Like, why would you not put stuff online to try and help generate an audience? And that's essentially where I am really with it, going, yeah, it makes sense, but I'm just too, like, I don't film gigs because I'm going like, oh, I don't think this is going to go well, or well enough, I should say. Like, and you know what? It's obviously been fine because I've done comedy for 15 years, so I'm obviously good enough at it. But I'd still never film a set because I would hate to look back at it and be like, this is like I almost feel like, oh, here's me saying something really funny. Like, I don't know. And there's still that sort of performer anxiety there, no matter how long I've been doing it. I found people are really funny on social media. Some people are just genuinely funny elsewhere. They're just a bit not funny. Yeah. And I guess that's the thing as well, is, and again, this is probably a bugbear with social media, I don't understand what people want. I don't know what people want. Like, we put clips out now of the podcast, and I hope that's what people are after, but I don't know. I've got no idea. Like, I don't know. Like, Aaron does some of the posts. I do some of the posts. You can tell which ones Aaron's done because it's like, it makes sense. It's like like I got a text from Matt, former FMT host Matt. The first day I put a tweet out with a link to the podcast that had emojis in it or emotes, and Matt was just like, "You've learned where that button is, have you?" I was like, "Yep, yep, I have." So kittens and puppies. That's what the internet lives on. Yeah, it used to be, didn't it? Maybe it still is. I don't know. I remember Lucy K discussing on a podcast he's burning a whole special every 12 months. Well, that's what it becomes, to be honest. That's what it becomes. Is that the idea is you focus on writing a new hour. And that's obviously why people go to Edinburgh and stuff. Write a new hour, get it done, record it, stick it out. People never used to put things out on YouTube. Felt like they'd never put their special out on YouTube. They used to try and sell it on DVD. And then obviously when the pandemic hit in, comics put their shows up for free. And because they were like, well, we need an audience really, don't we? So Football Manager Ruined My Life is on YouTube now. I think it's still on Steam, I presume. I don't know. But I know that I'm the only comedian in the world who's got a special on Steam. But I put mine on YouTube during the pandemic because I was like, well, we're about to make a podcast about Football Manager, so let's get some eyes on Football Manager, shall we? And let's remind people that show's still there. So that's why that happened. But in general, I don't know. I don't really like social media, but I know that it's something that we need, or that I need, sorry, for work. But I can't see it for fun. I look at banter accounts, I look at things that go viral, and I very much become an old man with it. I'm like looking at it going, I don't get it. but it's not designed for me. It's not designed for me. You know? And that's the thing. And I'm okay with that. I'm totally okay with that. I'm not sure that was the conversation we were expecting to have tonight, was it? But I'm glad we can have those conversations, though. I feel very much the I used to be cool, but then they changed what hip and cool was, and now what's hip and cool is scary to me. I've had a lot of wiener dogs on Facebook. I used to only be corgis. I mean, yeah. I think once the target advertising happens, then it's like, oh dear. In summary, Tony old social media confusing. Pretty much. But then also, Tony should start now using his social media for good. Won't go viral with tangents. No, exactly. And you know what? I'm glad about that. I'm glad the fact that we're niche, Zar, because, and I know people will be like, oh yeah, really? Look at this, okay? We could do a save. Evening, Katie, how are you, pal? Welcome in. Nice to see you. We could quite easily do a save of Liverpool or Man City or Man United or Chelsea and get hundreds and hundreds of viewers in. Yeah? Now, the thing is, we wouldn't like that. Not because there's hundreds and hundreds of viewers, but because they'd be looking for things that we can't give them. And so I'd rather not have 600 viewers today who are only here because we're doing a big team, and then they're not going to be here when we're in the second division of Greece in 2 weeks' time, right? And I want to be in the second division of Greece rather than being in the Premier League in 2 weeks' time managing Newcastle. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. Some people do. Some people love the idea, but for me, I genuinely couldn't turn the computer on every night and be like, oh, hey, everyone, here's my Liverpool save, and pretend to be excited about it. You'd see through it straight away. You'd be like, what's he done? But why is he doing this? And you'd know exactly why I'm doing it, and you'd hate me for it. Because you'd be like, what sellout? Why has he done that? But some people are, some people are great at it, you know. But for me, it doesn't work for me. It doesn't work. Bologna have taken the lead now. See this thing? I've got myself angry. I'm now looking at this. For me, the save's over once you've won the league and the Champions League with a big team. Exactly. Exactly. Like, and what can you do at that point? Nothing. Nothing. So at least for us, we've got like a plan. We've got a plan for what we want to do. But there's a space for everyone. That's the thing. There's a space for everybody. Like, if you want to manage the big teams and watch people manage the big teams, there's a space for that. If you want to watch people manage second division Brazilian teams, there's a space for that as well. If you want to watch people manage the J League, there's a space for that. And that's what I think is great about everything. Like, you will find your own niche. You know, make your own niche, and then eventually you cultivate your audience, and they'll come to you to do the things that you're enjoying. Which, of course, is what we want. We want long. I want longevity. You know, I want tangents, not trophies. I need to make that T-shirt before the live show. Remember Premier Manager 2, you had to start on the conference. Imagine the outcry of that happened today. I think there's a reason that Premier Manager 2 doesn't exist today, because of things like that. I play Liverpool on the not beta to get used to the game. Yeah, look, I get that. I get that, Kay. And I do recommend that as well to people who've not, like, particularly as well to people who are brand new, coming and going, I don't know what to do. Like, yeah, take a team that you support. Obviously, you're a Liverpool fan, so take a team that you support and get used to it. That's the best way to do it. Obviously, I'm on stream. I should, but I can't do that. But it's also because then I just don't like it. You know what I mean? I'd rather learn it a different way, rightly or wrongly, usually wrongly, but this is where we are. Tony, not going to take the team you support, please. No, we're not. We're definitely not doing something again. We've done that far too many times. We've had another defeat here tonight, which is interesting. The TJ way, exactly, Dan, exactly. Oh, it's a home defeat as well. Right, come on, Pabega, get the ball away. Last throw of the dice. Inside CDK. We took the team of support and it was over before Christmas. Yeah, yeah. We're not doing it again. We know that. Diaz. Pasalic. Cut it back. Oh, dreadful shot. Aberdeen could be great. Aberdeen where? What? Is that even a thing? I've heard of Aberdeen before. See, now we're back into it. Now we're 9th. I've not even had a chance to open the game yet. Oh, Katie, honestly, you need to get into it because it's very good. It's very good. I am going to quickly check the where's the jobs board, because gotta keep our eyes on this, right? Right, we're not on there yet. That's okay. Need to set my core affinity that doesn't blow up my laptop. Oh god, of course, yeah, got to do that as well, haven't we? Although it does run pretty quick this year, though. I must admit, it is pretty speedy. Oliver Glasner leaves Eintracht Frankfurt to become the Fiorentina manager. Big injury for Facundo Torres. We know he's good, but he also counts as non-EU, so it's no use to us. So, I mean, look, This is where we came in, isn't it? We came in Brianza today. Won, lost, won, lost. So it's likely that we're going to lose again now. I mean, surely we shouldn't. Not against Bacatapola. Surely not. Confidence building win. Yeah, then away to Udinese and then Cittadella. So theoretically, three games that should that should be all right here. But I'm just ignoring anything that comes through that starts with Saudi Arabian clubs want to buy your players. And go, yeah, they might want to buy our players, but they are not having them. Yeah. 3 runs on the bounce, go on then. Yeah, have a bit of that, thank you. Kumanis is a bit tired, so let's bring him out. Swap him over. Hauger can't play because he's not registered. Neither can this lad. I'm wondering whether we are suffering slightly from players being a bit too... being given too many games. So Jamisty, for example, here. Tired, so let's replace him with Toloi. CDK is 91% condition. Baraton and Muriel up front. Zappacosta, El Shawari. Let's go for it. Okay, only a couple of changes, but it's changes nonetheless. Pump Fist doesn't seem to have done anything, but it's Europe. Oh, right. Go. The impossible's keeping my player keeper was injured during a match. Rooney, that's not the impossible. That is the expected on this game. Although to be fair, we've not had a goalkeeper injury today, or even yesterday. Actually, I must admit, we had 3 in the first 4 matches on Thursday. Yeah, I know. I shouldn't have said it, should I? I need to think before I speak, but then that wouldn't be TJ, would it? Broken shoulder incoming, yeah. Your goalkeeper has died. Oh, really? Zappacosta, Ederson. Oof. I mean, at one angle that looked like it was going to be close, and then the other angle it looked like he was basically shooting the ball out into next week. Tarun, CDK, Muriel, Toloi, Ederson, Muriel, Zappacosta smashed it straight into Muriel. Toloi, Muriel, Toloi. So many players in the box. Too many players. CDK gets there. There we go. Monaret, given I'm managing in the National League, I'm quite worried about the goalkeeper injury thing. Our backup is not so good. Yeah, I think you need to have about 6 goalkeepers on the books, Monaret, or use that emergency dispensation button, I reckon. Luffy, your goalkeeper's passed away in an unfortunate gardening incident. It's very much like Drummers and Spinal Tap, I think, with goalkeepers in FM24 so far. And then your 7th goalkeeper, yeah, he also got injured in mysterious circumstances. Clip that, that's a decent bit. El Shawari, Zappacosta, Ederson. Max FIFA, welcome in, appreciate the follow. It's very kind. Hope you're good. Your goalkeeper has died but has been declared fit for work. Yeah, goalkeeper choked on vomit. This is Stonehenge. It's got to be at least 3 times bigger than that. It's meant to look very scary. Their away kit is so black. It's blacker than I've ever seen before. Smell the goalkeeper glove. Your goalkeeper befriended a mobster who has been kind enough to hand you some cement cleats. Yes, exactly, Rooney. Incheon United, welcome in. Appreciate the follow as well. Hope you're good. Darun Taloy, I think I found a new busted corner routine. Have you? Excellent. As I said, well, we've not touched set pieces yet. We are going to have to try and learn them, aren't we, at some point? Yes, I am, and you didn't realise I hadn't already followed. Oh, mate, no. You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome, Incheon. What a finish that is by Zappacosta. Your goalkeeper has allegedly killed... Don't say that. Don't say that. I hope it's randomly the official Twitter account of the K1 Korean League team. I hope it is as well. I hope it is. Because we can do build a nation South Korea. Max, hope you're well. I am well indeed. Who support? I'm a Sunderland fan, Max. Even if it's not, it's in my head. Oh, yeah. 100%. 100%. Just a support. There's no such thing as just a supporter, Incheon. You're more than just a supporter. You are a supporter. And you're now one of ours. You're now one of us. You're part of the TJFM community. Johnny, evening everyone. Are we not anywhere near getting sacked? We're not. It's really bizarre. It's really bizarre, Johnny. I think there's a bug in the game. I'm gonna ring Miles and be like, look, come on. What have you done? What have you done? Sit everyone down, call an emergency meeting tomorrow and go, something's gone wrong. Jameson hasn't been sacked yet. Oh, unlucky for Diaz. Distribute to edge of the area, prioritise creators, have one good finishing and long shooter. Oh, okay. That sounds like it might work. I do like that. He's winning, game's fucked. Yeah. Absolutely. I think the challenge got you going. Got to get a bit there. I think the challenge got you getting team building down a bit more. I hope so. And I think that, like, as I say, like, we started Atalanta with a plan, and I think that's, maybe I've been guilty of not having that before, not coming into saves with a plan. Diaz, I think he's offside, isn't he? Yeah. And yeah, I think we're doing okay because of that, not in spite of. Oops. Let's bring Darun off now, actually, because he's done what he's had to do. Let's bring CDK off. He's done what he's had to do. We get Coop Miners banging a few more long range efforts from that corner routine. Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it? El Shawari's gone down. Diaz is with an effort. If we get Coop Miners banging from the edge of the area, that would be awesome. I mean, we didn't get the penalty, and El Shawari's still dead. Maybe we bring him off just in case. Oh yeah, now we can't see the corner. Excellent. Oh, oh, Muriel smashes it straight through. Pick this one out. Bang. Muriel has chosen Blasties. Yeah, that's the sort of free set piece routine I'm a fan of. Twat it. Stephen's committed to the dive. Yeah. Oh, Stephen, I know you dove, but you appear to have dislocated your ankle at the same time. Yeah. Yeah, making sure it definitely looks legit. You know, I can't play for 4 months. Did I get the penalty? No. Damn it. Proper Dennis Irwin finish. Yeah. Oh, he's put that one wide, though. It's like a Dennis Irwin free kick or a Julian Dix penalty, isn't it? It's one and the same. Keeper gets a punch on it. Oh, that'll do. So 3-0. We've already qualified for the quarterfinals of the Europa, which is good. Muriel, tries to curl it this time. Then he doesn't score. He just needs to put everything in it. Julian Dix took penalties like he was trying to kill the keeper. Yeah. I imagine Julian Dix took penalties, and what he envisaged was, you know, the car in Street Fighter 2 when they had to tell it and they had to punch and kick it and the car broke. I figured Julian Dix just saw that car and went, if I kick this football hard enough, that car's going to explode. And that's how he did it. Just turn up and just boom. No keeper in their right mind would even attempt to save a penalty from Julian Dix. If they've saved it, it's because they've dove the wrong way. Like they were trying to get out of the way, and for some reason they've picked the wrong direction to dive. Keeper can't save it if the ball goes through the keeper. Yeah. This is why goalkeeper injuries are a thing. Julian Dix has taken a penalty. Your goalkeeper now has a broken arm because he got a hand to it. So Genoa have hired Gattuso as the new manager after he was sacked. Hope the car wasn't the secret prize for winning the fight. I think it was sometimes, wasn't it, Martin? You know, it was interesting. I wasn't entirely sure we'd get to the January transfer window tonight. I was like, 13 games. There's no way we'll get to the January transfer window. And here we are. Probably only about, 3 games away from it? Oh, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games away from it now. A friendly against Roma has just been put in. Why is there a friendly against Roma on the 27th of December? Who's organised that? A reference to a 32-year-old video game is very niche and superb. Thank you. While watching the World Cup with my mum, after the Martinez save, said, all goalkeepers are crazy. Mum, I was a goalkeeper. She stared at me for about 3 seconds and said, I stand by what I said. Parents know. Like I was saying last night, we littlest Jameson has just signed up to martial arts, and we've fully signed up today. We're like, all right, we've got your kit ordered. He's like, yeah, he's over the moon. I was like, are you happy you got your boxing gloves, your kickboxing gloves? Like, yep. Now again, remember, this is Italy, okay? So we're only 4 points from 5th, despite being in the 11th. Do they not have a winter break in Italy? It doesn't look like it, does it? It looks like they're going to go straight through. They usually have one, don't they? Or is this ruined because of... Actually, no, the World Cup wasn't on, was it? I don't know. Maybe they decided against it. Unless, actually, let's have a Google. Maybe there's a bug on it. Serie A winter break. 23-24. Let's have a look. Actually, we'll see what the fixture list looks like in IRL, as Steve would call it. No, it looks like it goes straight through. Actually, yeah, no. Yeah, straight through by the looks of it. Your winter break is the friendly against Roma. Yeah, that'll be it. Have a nice friendly, and then play Nazio. So, not enough snow. Well, we'll have to try. We'll have to try harder, won't we? Mine with Milan was Juve, who played the week before. Ah, okay. Well, at least it's not just us imagining it, then, isn't it? That must be a thing. So, how bizarre! How bizarre! Let's take CDK out. Put Lookman back in. Actually, is CDK worth a run as a complete forward? Give Skamaka the run. So yeah, one win already done. We need this next win against Udinese, and then the Cittadella in the Coppa Italia. Get that confidence going up, right? Scalvini, Coop Miners concedes a throw in. 26 seconds in. Everyone back. Yeah, keep the ball, Zamura. Florent Tovan. Oof. Alright, so they're coming up a bit, aren't they? So we're going to have to go positive, you reckon? Zamura. Saar. Or are we going to have to go a bit more stretched? I think we have to push our line of engagement a bit higher. Actually, no. Change that over. Switch it to the defensive setup for now. Although I'm worried that we're going to concede a goal now, of course. Oof. It's fine. It's over the top. We're okay. Uh-oh. Free kick, Coop Miners. Muriel. Oh. Nice little free kick routine there. No one's expecting that. One shot. That's all we've had. Coop Miners. Oh. Better. If all we're doing is playing for set pieces, I'm not going to score too many goals, are we? Like that. Oh. Zortea at the back post. I just changed it to positive as well. That's the part. I was like, right, let's try and push on. And we've conceded. Who's he beating at the back post? Kolasinac. Isn't he supposed to be a decent size? Never mind. It's a pass offside. Right, Ruggiero might need to come back a little bit then. Right, okay. So, players are buying this 3 wins on the bounce idea. They're not, are they? Knobheads. Like, I don't understand why they're not either. Like, literally, the plan is very straightforward. Like, go and win loads of games, things will be good. And they're like, yeah, but how about we just don't? And it's like, I'll be honest, we hadn't considered that. It's not really the way we're going to try and do it. You know, we tried setting up a training plan for the team. Yeah, I've considered it, but I haven't done it. This is only the beta. Like, I'm not. It doesn't really matter what happens in the beta, to be honest. We'll do all that sort of stuff. We'll set all training plans and stuff for Larissa and for Greece, but the beta is just literally for a bit of fun. Ultimately, we haven't been sacked yet, so it's all a surprise at this point. Like, we don't know what's really meant to be happening. We're getting used to tactics. We're trying to sort of see what works and doesn't work. And, you know, if certain things like it's got a bit of potential, then we're like, okay, that's cool. But yeah, the Atalanta save is going to be over when the full game comes out. So spending a lot of time working on training plans for a pretty decent team is going to be redundant when it comes to going to Larissa. Especially when we can hope for an own goal like that. Malang Sarr turns it into his own net. I mean, we've not even touched set pieces yet. Oh, he's swung a leg out. He slid in for it. Forced the pressure. Like, I feel like you're right, Rod. Like, we should probably look at all those sorts of bits and pieces, but trying to find a training setup that works in this version. Someone said that there's it might be Barton actually, has said that there's, or was it yourself, Rada, that said that there's something that's not in that normally is in there? He's nutmegged the other centre half as well. Salty B's in. They've massively stripped back match prep training. That scared me. I mean, Salty, you don't do training. None of us really do training, do it? Let's be honest, right? You know, you're like me. You're here for entertainment. You're not here for actually trying to win, are you? Come on. Big shout, of course, to Salty B. And if you're not following him, make sure you do. He's got... Oh! Coop Miners. Makes it 2. That one's for you, Salty. That's for Salty B's community wonder kid save. Surprisingly, I really do training. Just don't tell anyone to ruin my image. Same here. This is why this winning thing is really confusing. Like, all my chat are like, Tony, have you got some sort of like filter on the screen where it looks like you're winning? Confuses everyone. Coop Miners has found his shooting boots. Yeah, he's scored a couple, hasn't he? Like from like 25 yards or something in this stream tonight. About time as well. First thing I did was asking the assistant to do the set piece training. Same, we've not done the set pieces ourselves. It's very much someone else is doing it for us, and I think that's probably for the best at the minute. But we do need to start working towards looking at how we do it. So we will have a little bit of a nosy about at some point and be like, you do like that, do you? That's cool. Yeah, winning's off brand. You don't want to ruin that street cred, do we? Don't want people coming in here and be like, you seen TJ's winning games? Don't want that, do I? As ping as you're having fun in the beta, who cares if you win or loss? Yeah, exactly. Like, I presume you mean as long as you're having fun. Yeah. But that's the thing. It's early access. It's like, it's only a short-term save. Some people, like Stinger, for example, are turning their early access saves into their main save and they're going straight for it. Like, we're just using this for a bit of let's manage in a top division. Let's do a bit of Italian football for a little while. So there's 5 minutes of injury time. We've got 99 minutes. Full-time whistle goes. 2-1 win. Players have now remembered that, yes, 3 runs on the bounce is a great idea. They're bought back in. And we've just got an achievement of winning against a player we've previously sold as we move into the top 6. So things, this is all right, isn't it? This is good. Keep this Atalanta momentum going. Just, Citadel, then Frosinone. There's another game that's theoretically winnable. And then we go to the friendly against Roma. So, and then it's Lazio, Napoli, Empoli, Juve, Genoa, Roma, Napoli, AC Milan, Inter, Lazio. Oh, that's a brutal amount of a brutal run in there. So, Atalanta youth intake preview seems to be nothing really. Arsenal, is it a coincidence Tony Stark's constantly winning an FM 23 and 24 and SI announce a game overhaul for 25? I think that's absolutely fair. That's absolutely fair. I think it's a hastily announced FM 25 as well. Going, should we try it on a different match engine? Something's not quite right. Something's not right. As I say, there's a disturbance in the force. Jameson's getting some wins under his belt. He's not been sacked yet. Don't make any sense. Dortmund want Coop Miners. All right, now it's all going to go. FM24 is getting a game-sized one-day patch. Yeah, day one patch. Sorry. Yes, that's the thing. It's going to be. Everything's going to be like completely nerfed, and I'll be like, oh, I didn't even know what's been nerfed. I don't know what I've done. And that's what I like about it. The fact that I'm winning, and I don't know why. I don't really know what I've done. Meister Soda, welcome in. Appreciate the follow. Of course, everyone who is brand new, make sure you're in the Discord as well, by the way. I think if we're still sort of there or thereabouts, then maybe we might do. Well, we'll see. If I keep in a good mood, if I don't get sacked in the beta, I think we'll do a giveaway at the before the main release, I reckon. Taffman's in. Here we go. Sad to see FM is broken. I know, mate. I know. We're confused as well. We are so confused. We don't get it. Like, there shouldn't be a world where I'm not sacked yet. It makes no sense. None whatsoever. But you should all follow Big Taffman, by the way. He's one of my absolute favourites. Like, he's just an amazing human being. He's in it for fun as well. He's in it for fun. He plays some great games, great community. Zappacosta with a save. All subs go to charity. Giveaway should be for a code for access. Ooh. I like your thinking, Johnny. Oof. We need to try and get the TGFL set up as well, don't we? Rogerio, nearly on goal. Skamaka's header saved by Castrati. You don't want to be named after him, do you? How are you, Taff? Anyway, how's the family? Hope everyone's good. It's obviously nice to have you in. Luffy, that he's changing this, watching the stream, going, "Oh fuck, he doesn't know what he's doing. We don't know what we don't know what to change." Yeah, this is the thing, isn't it? You know, if I can't tell you what I've done, then you can't fix it. The secret ingredient is cough syrup. Yeah. Bring out the new flaming TJ's tactic. Oh, what a goal that is. What a goal that is. I know it's against us, but still. What a strike. Incredible counter-attack as well. That's how successful we are when you're not always thinking about trifles. Yeah, do you reckon that's it? Have we worked out? Have we worked it out now? Have we? If I actually focus on the game, am I better at it? It's a penalty. Muriel levels it up. There we go. He can have a trifle. But you know what? Give the trifle to the lad who scored for them. It isn't TJ ball, it's trifle ball. %70% of the football so far. Like, yeah, we've got the ball, definitely. Now we need to do something with it. These players should be good enough. Should be. Lookman's tired. Jamisti's tired. So definitely make a couple of changes. Bring CDK on. Lookman, nice ball. Jamisti, Zappacosta. Jamisti whips it in, back post. Who's going for that? Ruggieri brings it down. That animation was lovely to see him bring it down his chest. Did you see that? Did you see that? That was excellent. Incheon did wants to do a Scotland save on YouTube. No, we have. So there's been the British Steel Challenge has been on there, so you might have seen bits of that possibly. But it's not been a sort of like, we didn't put Aberdeen. Well, unless Aberdeen was on there for a little bit, but no, we that was part of British part of a journeyman career a couple of years ago. So I've not done a Scottish save yet, but who knows in the future? Maybe. Alexander, my under-18s manager, will not arrange friendlies for some reason, even though the option for him to arrange friendlies is turned on. Sounds like that one needs reporting, I reckon. Ruggieri goes low. Let's bring Jamisti off, actually, for Taloy. Maybe bring Muriel as well. Scottish national team must be thinking of a different career. No, unfortunately not. Like, we wanted to manage the Scottish national team in the British Steel Challenge, but they never offered us the job, sadly. But I think Scotland's ripe for a builder nation, isn't it? Although apparently the SPL's a little bit too high up the league table, so. Not away by Daroon. Good challenge. Is this Sazza 95%, by the way? What, as in like the view? I don't know. I presumed it was like full screen. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95 but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Is it like? Does it does it look bigger or smaller, or what's the how's it looking to you? It's like I'm doing an eye test now, doesn't it? Is it better or worse with the? I went the zoom in on the preferences. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Whatever the default is, I think. I don't think I've touched it. I want to ask because that's what I'm using right now. Ah, I got you. I'll have a look. I'm no help at all, am I, when it comes to technical things, isn't it? TJ, do you know what you're doing? No, not at all. Not at all. Skamaka hoofed up in the air. The Saz skin looks amazing, doesn't it? It really does. And if you are looking for a skin, there's one right there. Oh, what's Karneshki doing? Where's he going there? Oh, mate. Heart attacks. Skamaka, CDK. Great ball. Diaz, what a save. Hit that eye test. Bet is it better or worse with red or green? Zapracosta's corner comes in. There we go. CDK with a header. 83 minutes in. It's been a hard fought one, this one. Matt Yakwa's in. Hey, here we go. Welcome, buddy. Been a long time since we've seen you, my friend. How is life treating you? Disappointed didn't take the Australian national job at the end of FM23. I know, mate. I know. Like, but it had to be British. We didn't want to get into all that, situation with Britain and Australia. But yeah, maybe in the future, man, we'll do Australia at some point. We're doing Greece this year, so there'll be a bit of a Greek-Australian crossover, I'm sure. But how's life treating anybody? Hope it is all well. Hope it's well. Zeep, time to pull up the old "that's the sign of champions" cliche. Ain't it just? Winning dirty. Also just found the new podcast. Oh, bless you, mate. Bless you as well. Yeah, it's we're happy with it. We're happy with it. It's again, it's another one of those ones where we've taken a long time to get to where we are with it, and I think it's getting better. I think we're in our flow with the new podcast with the FM show, giving the ball away, but Taloy steps up, intercepts it. Skamaka, Diaz is through. Should have been three. Should have been three. There we go. We ground that one out. We got there. And some of the players are going to be a bit upset at that, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those things. We had to do it. Somehow think A-League and Tony Jameson's a match made in heaven. I think so as well. I think it would be good, wouldn't it? Like, where are we? Sasuke. No, 100%. 100%. Salty. Yeah, I thought I was, but there we are. So we've got Juve in the quarterfinals of the Coppa Italia. Fans want permanent deals struck for De Catalere. I think we all do, don't we? CDK, 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 CDK. Are there any Nations Leagues you hope get added in FM25? No, not really. There's a couple of leagues that I hope don't get added, but the WSL, the women's football, is getting added in FM25. That's good. I like that. But there's one and two nations that are going to be added at the same time, which I think is going to, unfortunately, overshadow women's football being in. Let's just put it that way. So, could do with them not being in, if you know what I'm saying. Hatterbauer wants to go out on loan. Okay, fine. Wait, it was women's football, not this year. Am I tripping? No, women's football's FM25. Okay, so it goes in with the new Unity engine. So because they're redoing everything, they're rebuilding it all. Yeah, they're redoing all the motion mapping and everything. So it was a bit. I think everyone expected it being FM24, but yeah, they were like, yeah, we want to do it properly, so they wanted to strip everything out and as well, I think as well, and it's not been said, but I think as well, there's probably a lack of data at this point, and they need to get more people out there to be researchers and stuff, and like you can't just have like one or two leagues, do you know what I mean? And that'll be it. So I think if they can get some more information and then start to communicate with other leagues as well, get some more licenses in, then it's going to be a better experience for everybody, rather than like, okay, you can be the WSL and that's it, or like there's England and there's Germany, Spain. Like, it would be good for there to actually be a universe to play in. So that's what I think is also going to be part of it. But as I say, that's just my opinion as to where that is. But I think, given the fact that they were still advertising for researchers at the start of the year, then I think they potentially need more data. For women, they need England, Spain, Germany, France, and the US as a minimum. Yeah, agreed. So yeah, we'll have to see where they get to. Kolasinac, still can't say it. Can come out. Toloy's injured. Maybe he can't come out there. Maybe he has to stay in because we haven't got any more centre backs. From a graphical remodelling point of view, I can see no other reason for it being FN25. Modelling women on a single season in the last year, the engine is probably time they felt could have spent on modelling in Unity. Yeah, true. Yeah, do it absolutely right, isn't it? Like, get it all lined up nicely. Because that's the thing, you want to be like, they need to make it look the part. Like when they turn up women's football, it's got to look class. Because otherwise they're doing the women's game a disservice. And they know that. Like, so they're obviously going to want to make sure that what they do is good. And you know what? Yeah, I applaud that. I was a bit frustrated at first when I was like, oh shit, FM25. But then I was like, you know what? That makes sense. In a few years, they'll be able to use stuff like Y-Scout for in-depth performance metrics and databases. Some AI will help fill in attributes for players having to go and watch games. But again, I mean, things like, Y-Scout data is available. It's all information that's available for people if they want to pay for it and get involved in it. So yeah, but you still need the humans to input that data as well. So yeah, there's going to be a who knows what's going to happen in the future. In the future, there's not even going to be football. There's just going to be a list of results that have been predetermined at the start of the season, and we all have to go, okay, that's good, enjoyed that. Unity have apologised, and they've said that the chief executive said that they'll make changes, and then the chief executive resigned. Interesting. But again, I'm like, it's not sort of, Coop Miners. It's not sort of something that I'm particularly clued up upon, but when I was reading it, I was like, this doesn't seem right. This seems like a bad idea. And if I think it sounds like a bad idea, then, like, going to the Amiga 500, there'll be speedball in the future. I would be all over that, Martin. Give me Speedball Manager. Yeah, I want that. Scalvini at the back there. Jimisti in for Coop Miners. Oh, I thought he'd scored again. It's another corner. Right, we're still loving Jimisti, by the way, aren't we? In this libero role, he's getting up and about, doing some great bits. Here he is, there, just like showing for the ball. Anyone else notice your players rarely press the other team? It's all about your speed of press, I think. Skamaka! You got to have your intensity turned up. Because even in like real life football, you don't have people like running onto each other all the time, do you? Paolo Ward. Yeah, he absolutely is. He's your boy. Oh, by the way, yeah, we all saw the Andy Carroll goal, right? This week. Andy Carroll's 40-yard lob. Muriel! 2-0. I mean, if we had Andrea Carolini as part of this side, Jimisti with the pullback as well, by the way. No. He's at. It's not. Is it not like Ajaccio or something? Is it in France? He's in France of all places. Like, and he scored. I think it's in the Discord actually. I'm sure it's in the Discord, Monret. It's in the. Is it in the goals bit, or is it in the general football bit? But yeah, he scored an absolute worldie last night. I mean, that's it. The means to an end in Ligue 2. I'm going to go to sleep now, says Max. Have a good evening. Yeah, no worries, Max. Appreciate you being in. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully we'll see you soon. As I say, we stream Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. So come and hang out. Oh, lovely ball. Rigeri gets a corner. What I like about this tactic, right, is that when it works, it looks insane, right? And when it doesn't, you kind of go like, oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, it probably shouldn't work all the time. Like, it's just like I'm all right with it, you know. I sort of look at it and go, yeah, I can see why it's not working. But when it works, CDK gets to the byline. Zappacosta. There's another one. 3-0 up now. Max press with a rarely press, then whole match. Happens for 3 matches, and the next match they'll press. What highlights are you watching on Rada? Because again, like, it might be the case if your highlight doesn't necessarily suggest that you need to be pressing at that time. Maybe you're pressing throughout the whole game. Look at your players' physicals as well. Like, are they tired? Oh, Coop Miners. Right, so 3-0, that seems reasonable, innit? We're okay with that. Ruggieri maybe needs to be replaced because he's not having a great time, is he? Let's get Hauger on there, shall we? Try something a bit different. Extended by having a full match for 45 minutes. Interesting. Coop Miners just over the top. Oof, Hauger Corners in, headed away. Kumanas just lets that one run out. Chediria. Harui. There, we'll collect it up by Karneski. It's fine. We just got to keep the football now. 3-0 up. Nothing silly at this point. Oh, like that, for example. Oh. Oof. CDK's got a knock. Let's replace him with Pasalic, shall we? We could put Lookman in, but it's like, don't really need to when we're 3-0 up, I don't think. Chirati. We've been beaten in the air. The defender comes flying across. Kalazinac, who's having none of that. Juventinos, appreciate the follow, by the way. Thank you very much for that. Nice to see you. Have we given away a penalty there? What's going on there? We have, you know. Bottom corner. That's a nice animation as well, by the way. I'm slotting that in, so. That looks good. That does look good. Humanes, Muriel, Pasalic, Scalvini, Pabega, Koopminers. Oh, I'm still not entirely sure what happened there either. Jimisti drills it. Come on, last few minutes. Just see this one out as well, I reckon. Edison can come in for Koopminers. A bit of run around. Majika. Bresciani. Just keep them out there. Just keep them out. Sula blocked. Hauger gets it cleared on as far as Liviola. I thought he was going to Linda for a second there. Not over the top. That should be it, I reckon. Hatzabau can come on. This has felt like a really, really long match. I don't know if you all think the same, but it feels like a long game. Scalvini, Edson. Jimisti, Pabega. Kalazinac. Are we on full match? Extended. Yeah. That's a penalty. There we go. For a straightforward 3-1 that's gone on for a while. Yeah. What's Muriel doing? Apart from scoring another goal. That's what he's doing, isn't it? 4-1. Now it's done and dusted. Now we're sorted. Points are in the bag. Merry Christmas, everyone. Oof. Kai George, is that the fellow that was at Juve? The young Brazilian lad? Was it? Skamaka just hauls the defender off. Ederson back inside Hatterbauer. Skamaka. Oh, nearly 5. A great goal, that. Out of the way, Skamaka nods it down. Muriel goes for it. Then bottles it. Bottles out of it. You'd have expected more from Muriel, wouldn't you? Be like, just get involved. You know? That's a result. That's a result right there. 11 shots on target out of 18, 77% possession. Got to be happy. Sackometer is way down, isn't it? Yeah? Should have kicked through the defender. We should have done. We're up to 5th. Oh, you know what? I think that is a perfect place to leave everything. Top 5. We've had a couple of defeats today, but there's a lot of green there, isn't there? There is a lot of green. I don't fully understand it. But you know what? Here we are. Thank you, everyone, as always. It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. And I think we should now go and send our love over to Rich Owens, who's doing part of the FMT network save. So yeah, we'll be back on Wednesday. Take it easy, everyone. This has been a pleasure. See you all soon. Bye now.